Hi everyone, today we're going to have a look at these twin Rastaclat bracelets. These are Mad Max style, and these were inspired by one of my subscribers, Weary Morlock, who was kind enough to send me in some pictures of a whole bunch of these that he's been making. So I'm using 220 centimeters to make this one, and you're also going to need just a scrap piece of paracord. And it's easier if you have a paracord lacing needle, but you can do it without this. So we'll start off just by finding the center here, which I've already done, and then on this right hand strand I just want to form a bite down the bottom and another bite at the top. And then I want to do the exact same over the other side. Just form a bite down the bottom and a bite up the top. So you should have 3 at the top and then 2 down the bottom here. Now these center 4 strands I just want to pinch together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this left strand I want to take over all of those 4 strands, and I'm just going to tie a basic cobra knot. I'm going to take this right strand over that, and then behind and up through this left loop here. Then I can just draw this together. And now the next thing we want to do is to adjust these loops down the bottom here. We want these to be just a little larger than the circumference of your wrist. So measure out what your wrist is and then just add a little bit to that. So the way we adjust these loops here is if I feed slack through this right strand, it's going to be able to adjust this left loop. So just bit by bit, just feed a little bit of slack through, pinch it off, and then pull that slack through. Just keep doing that until you've adjusted this loop to the size you want, and then repeat over the other side here. So feed slack through this left side, pinch it off, and then pull that slack through to make your loop larger. And then get these 2 loops here to the required size. Once you have these loops here to the size you like, we just need to make sure that both loops are exactly the same size. So you can see that these loops here are different sizes, and the easiest way to adjust this is through this center loop here. So just pull one side and then pull the slack out of the other side and adjust these 2 loops until they're the exact same size. Just play around with it until you get them equal. So once you get these 2 loops exactly the same size, just tighten up this top cobra knot all the way up, and then just tie one more, and we'll do that by taking that right side over all the core, then the left strand over that, and then behind and through that right loop. So we tighten this all the way down. Now we can take our scrap piece of paracord and we just want to insert it into that loop, and then tighten that loop all the way down. Just pull it firmly into place, and then make sure that this cobra knot is nice and tight. And now that we've done all the fiddly work, we can get to the braiding. So I'll start here on the right hand side, and we're just going to do a normal 3 strand flat braid. So to do that we will take the right strand over the center, and then the left one over the center, and we'll just pull this excess through the loop as we go along. And we'll take that right over, and then the left over that one, then the right over, and we'll just pull that excess through, left over, right over. I'm doing this fairly loose. When you do it a little bit tighter. I'm just doing it loose to demonstrate. I'm going to go back and redo this one. So as you go along, just keep pulling that end through the loop and braid all the way down until you get to the end, and I'll show you how to finish this final section off down the bottom here. So when you get down to the bottom here, sometimes this final loop is very small. That's when you can use your lacing needle to pull the paracord through, or you can use a pen or something similar and just open that loop up enough so you can tuck the final thread through. As it happens, this is a nice size just for me to push it through and finish off this braid here. And then we just need to repeat this braid on the left side, exact same process. Braid this strand through. So once you've completed both of these braids right down to the end, this is where your lacing needle will come in handy if you have one. What we want to do is we just want to remove this scrap piece of paracord, and then I'm going to take this lacing needle and I'm going to feed the end of this braid up through that top loop. I'm going to take this needle off, and then I can do the exact same for this other side. So if you don't have a lacing needle, it's a little bit more fiddly, but you can still get it done. What we can do is we can just put the end right near that loop and then get something sharp like a skewer or a knitting needle. Just press it right at the end there, and then try and push that through the loop, and try not to jam yourself with a sharp object. So I've pushed that through, and then you can just pull the rest of that through as well. Now all that is left is to tie off the end here. So to finish this off, you just need to join these two free ends together, and you can do that by just tying a simple overhand knot, forming a loop, and then tucking the ends through that loop and tying it off in that way. I'm going to do a double Matthew Walker, so to tie that we just want to take our left strand down and our right strand down, so we look like that. And then I just want to take my left strand over those two center ones, my right strand over that, and then behind and through the left loop, just like we're forming a cobra knot. Then I want to take this right strand up through the left loop and the left strand down through that right loop, and then I just want to continue the same way, left down the right, and then right strand up through that left loop. Now I can grab these two free ends and the two strands down the bottom and just draw this knot together, and you should end up with your extended Matthew Walker. Now all you need to do is cut off these excess ends here and singe them off with a lighter, and your bracelet should be finished. So I've gone ahead and just cut off the ends here on the stopper knot, and you can tighten this bracelet up just by pulling on the end here. And that's the finished bracelet. Please share this video because that allows me to keep creating content for you guys. Thanks for watching.